If you love a strong female lead in K-dramas, then we've got amazing news for you. It seems like there's been a shift in the industry, and women will be reigning this coming year. Considering how dominated the Korean entertainment industry used to be by male artists and actors, this might just be the breath of fresh air we all needed. Even the BBC, which is a British company, has noticed this shift in roles and published an article about it on December 10th. They stated that it seems like K-dramas are now just as likely to have a female lead as a male. Clearly, they're suggesting this wasn't the case back in the day, which absolutely can't be argued with. In the past, women's roles weren't that interesting or diverse at all. In fact, it seems like most screenwriters stuck to one specific stereotype, especially in the 90s, but also in the following years. K-dramas were mostly about chaebols falling for a poor woman. Female characters were usually written to be damsels in distress, designed to satisfy the male gaze. Think, for example, of Boys Over Flowers, which is a drama about rich, spoiled heirs who fall for a working-class girl. This show became a smash hit, paving the way for other dramas with similar themes to be created. This particular style of writing was known to be the candy girl genre. It was named after the Japanese anime Candy Candy, which is about a hardworking orphan girl waiting for a rich, handsome man to sweep her off her feet. This damsel in distress type of plot became a conventional story and did very well commercially. However, the public opinion started to shift over the years, and viewers started to demand something less shallow. In 2017, the drama Goblin received a lot of criticism for depicting yet another near-perfect male character while diminishing the abilities of the female counterpart. She was written to be yet another damsel in distress, and quite frankly, people were getting tired of it. Critics were afraid that fantasizing about a male lead that practically resembled a god with the ability to save any woman's problems could lead to a decline in women's social status. In other words, more true-to-life female roles were needed. In 2016, a South Korean woman was brutally attacked in a public bathroom of the Gangnam subway station. Unfortunately, she didn't survive the attack, but her tragic passing greatly contributed to a shift of perspective in the media. Feminism became more and more popular in the country, influencing TV networks to come up with new content that would please their new socially aware audience. Screenwriters took the opportunity to create a wide array of new female characters, which were barely ever explored in the drama scene before. Hong Yoon-mi, the vice chair of the Korean Screenwriters Association, shared that it's become clear that the female protagonist has changed over the years. In the dramas released in recent times, the female lead is independent, has a professional job, and doesn't even think of marriage. Even the amount of taboo topics that are depicted in shows has greatly increased. What also played a big role in creating this new era of K-drama content is the huge change in audience. Back in the day, K-dramas used to be catered towards mostly middle-aged Asian women, but nowadays the dramas are consumed by viewers all over the world. This new worldwide audience pushed the industry to turn away from its stereotypical portrayals of women. Creators were forced to come up with more diverse content to cater more to its Western audience. And well, it definitely worked. It wasn't always easy for screenwriters to get their more inclusive and diverse concepts to be produced, though. Although feminism has heavily been on the rise in Korea since around 2016, production companies still had their doubts when producing more female projects, since they feared they wouldn't do as well commercially. Drama writer Baek Mi-kyung knows all about this, as she's someone who tries to break boundaries with every piece she writes. She's the writer of Mine, 2021 drama that featured a love story between two women. This was actually the first depiction of bisexuality on Korean TV, and surprisingly, it was pretty well received. Mi-kyung didn't get that lucky when she was trying to get The Lady in Dignity to air. It turns out that the drama was actually rejected repeatedly by networks, with the argument that a story about two middle-aged women simply wouldn't sell. Things changed when broadcasters noticed that the 2017 drama Strong Girl Bong soon became a major hit. This was a story about a girl from a family where all the women inherit supernatural strength. This was a totally new concept in the drama scene of that time, and it managed to do amazingly. Eventually, The Lady in Dignity also got greenlit, and the series went on to beat the record Strong Girl Bong soon had set. Mi-kyung revealed that female-centered stories are more likely to receive a lower budget, making it harder for screenwriters to have their concepts produced. For example, she shared she had ambitions to write the first female generation superhero series, but she'd only receive a very small budget for that, which would limit what her team could do with the special effect. It used to be incredibly difficult to receive big investments for a script featuring a woman, but it's been getting better now that more and more female-led dramas have become big hits. Jung Haa, who plays the lead role in Dr. Cha, also had her 2 cents to give on the topic of gender discrimination. In the drama, she plays a middle-aged woman who decides to finish her medical career after 20 years of looking after her family. Jung Haa used to be one of the most iconic celebrities in the South Korean entertainment industry. She confessed that the spotlight rarely shone on women back in the day when she started. Especially in the 90s, women very stereotypically only had one goal: finding the perfect man. She added that it's a lot harder for women to land roles once they get a little older. She said, once you hit 30, you couldn't land a leading role. If you were over 35, you were often typecast as the mother figure in a family. Even the most beautiful and talented actresses vanished from the screens simply because they aged. Jung Haa admitted she's noticing a positive change though. She explained that the idea of a middle-aged woman as a lead would have been unthinkable during the time she was a rookie. She said, now we can see many strong female characters boldly embracing life on their own terms, and I feel fortunate and happy to be able to tell women's stories even at my age. Fortunately, 2023 was a big year when it comes to featuring complex and powerful female characters. The Glory-starring song Hyekyo was one of this year's biggest hits, all while being about a broken woman who takes revenge on those who've harmed her in the past. In the early 2000s, a drama like this probably wouldn't have done commercially well at all. In a way, this project was also personal to Hyekyo, who's been a victim of misogyny for years on end. Her infamous divorce to Song Joong-ki in 2019 has been a hot topic for years now and caused her to receive tons of hate. Even before that, she was always shamed for her dating life. The public claimed that switching boyfriends every few years wasn't a good look for a renowned actress like her. Another drama that really put strong female characters on the map is Extraordinary Attorney Woo. In this drama, Park Eun-bin plays the role of an ambitious lawyer who also happens to be on the autism spectrum. This drama did an amazing job at putting women and neurodivergent people in a positive light. Young Woo faces some hardships, but in the end, she's not just some damsel in distress, she's actually a hard-working woman who manages to achieve her dreams despite the background she has. Extraordinary Attorney Woo was heavily praised for touching upon extremely taboo topics within Korean society. In the end, Eun-bin even won a daesang for her performance, suggesting that the public is very much appreciating this shift in perspective. Despite these successes, the inequality between men and women in the industry is still a pressing matter. Even now, the pay gap between actresses and actors in the Korean entertainment industry is absolutely ridiculous. This year, this extreme difference in salaries between male and female actors actually made headlines. Ye Kyo is rumored to be the highest paid actress of 2023, getting paid around $160,000 per episode. It's said that ever since she starred in The Glory, she exceeded this number and probably gets paid more. While that sounds like a lot of money compared to her male counterparts, it's actually a very bleak amount. Jung Ki, her ex-husband, reportedly receives more than $240,000 per episode. The biggest male names in the industry, such as Lee Min-ho and Kim Soo-hyun, have a minimum salary of $300,000 per episode. They probably don't even negotiate any further if the pay goes even a dollar under that amount. Soo-hyun might just be one of the highest paid actors, since he earned $386,000 per episode for his role in It's Okay Not to Be Okay. It's pretty clear that women have systematically been discriminated against for years now. Luckily, the remainder of this year consisted of more dramas with diverse women in the lead, and it's expected that this will be an ongoing trend. Strong Girl Namsoon, Doona, and Castaway Diva are all 3 dramas led by strong female characters, and they're sweeping the top spots on the South Korean Netflix charts. Culture critic Hwang Jin-mi explained the current trends and said, "The latest trend surely quenches the female-dominated audience's thirst for more interesting stories about women who are not only falling in love with a prince-like male lead, but also bring exciting storylines." That being said, it seems like in 2024 women will be taking the lead, and hopefully this will pave the way for the pay gap between actresses and actors to finally close. What are your thoughts on the topic? Let us know in the comments and we'll talk to you soon.